Hi. This is a little bit of a tricky time for you guys to have a day off. So I'm going to discuss just a quick lesson, and it's called The Principle is the Same. This is for your homework, and it's for what you're going to learn how to do. And just to illustrate, I'm going to read my little script that I've concocted for you. Quoting, and that's what you're going to be asked to do like an academic, but it's really just the same as everyday life. And let me tell you how. You just make the source clear and the context and the situation. Like the claim could be, I heard you were a real jerk. And then you say, wait, what? Who said that? You want to know who said it. Where are you getting this intel? Oh, my ex's new girlfriend. You see, that changes the credibility of the information depending on where it comes from. So we need to know what the source is. When did she say that? Oh, 5 years ago. Okay, well, we've since become friends, so maybe that's just nothing now. So the day when it happens, sometimes, not all the time, changes the info too. So sometimes it's relevant to have the date of where you're getting this information. Wait, uh what did she say that I did that made me jerky? Yeah, jerky. What do you mean? Nothing? She's got nothing? There's no evidence? Okay, so here we don't have evidence. So, I mean, this is basically what you're asked to do is not make unsupported claims and to give someone the context. Like, oh, I heard that I was a jerk, but it was nothing because it came from my ex's new girlfriend, but it was 5 years ago. You've got to have the whole story and not just one statement. So, um, did she post this somewhere? Oh no, someone just told me. Oh, wait a second. So this is just you heard that someone said something. So that is not what we do in academic writing. It's not the typical kind of thing like you're a real jerk. That's not usually the discussion topic, but I do it to illustrate that the principle is the same. You're always just trying to make sure that everyone can look into the matter just as you've presented it with what you've given them. So they know where to go, why this source may or may not be credible. They can cross-check it. Or if somebody is a real expert or has a big reputation, that's going to have some weight about what they think about things. And that brings us to our first assignment. So that one is with, you're going to read or listen to The Danger of a Single Story and read it. And so we would typically write something a little bit different. We don't write, I heard people stereotype, or just the statement. This is more common. People just stereotype like crazy. So that's not what we're going to do. We try to write something that gives us the whole context and the way we do it. And I put this on the class notes so you can look at it. This is just a little promo so you don't lose your mojo because it's a holiday right when we got started. So we write in the TED Talk, in the 2009 TED Talk, in quotes, The Danger of a Single Story, a comma, award-winning Nigerian novelist and MacArthur Genius Grant recipient, so I'm bolstering up the credibility here, explores, and then I say her name, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, explores through her own experiences a unique perspectives on stereotypes. Okay, so that's what you would write at first, question one. But now that we've established it, like if you're telling me about the ex-girlfriend saying, you don't have to keep telling me over and over where it's from. Once it's common sense, once you're in the conversation and it's going and we know where it's from and we can see by the words, yes, the words, that's what we're doing is words. You would then, if you had more to say, if you're going to answer one of the questions after on the first question, you've given the whole spiel, then you would just say, Adichie believes that we are all vulnerable, and I took out a little quote, particularly as children to the influence of stories. So that's me paraphrasing something that's in there, and it's an answer to one of the questions. She recounts her own love of British literature, which led her to the belief that da 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 da. Now, that's all I'm going to say for now, because we don't want to get too lengthy in these little promo videos. But The principle is the same. So try not to go, oh my God, it's academic and it's really just the same, but you do have to put quotes around the title and there's just a few little moves you got to know how to make. And this will be here the rest of the semester. So get ready. All right.